Hey guys, this is my smaller ball python, actually named Reggie, and he's the one that's very handleable, that I can handle quite a bit, and isn't skittish, and has never bitten me. Had him 5 or 6 months now. He was just a pet, Petco snake that I noticed that seemed very interested in what was going around on him in the store, and was always out. He was never hiding when the lights were on, and you can see now that he's out and about, and he's growing. He's grown probably 50%. He's not the best eater in the world, but he does eat enough. You can see he's not a triangular shape. He's still a tubular or round shape. When snakes start to tent on their backbone and become more like a triangle, they're a little undernourished. But I just came by and had finished feeding fish and just turning lights off and checking heaters and that kind of thing, and noticed that his bowl was empty, which surprised me. So I'm thinking that when I washed it this morning, I just didn't refill it. So, of course, I feel horrible about that. He had his face in the bowl. I mean, he's fine, but he was wanting to drink. So, without opening the lid, I just splashed some through the top right there. So that's why there's water on the side of the glass. And when we first started, he was over there licking it off, but he's over there getting him a good drink now. And I wish we could see that a little better, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Yeah, it's a little better. There, he's turning around. Good. And this is the little guy that I'm able to carry around, and he really looks at the different fish tanks as we go around and watches the fish in them, follows the fish in them, which just could be a prey instinct. I realize that. He seems to enjoy me talking to him, and several times in the last week I've sat over at my desk with him, just kind of laying on my stomach, on my chest, and he always turns around and looks up at me, and I just talk to him. And so I've started making up stories. I know this sounds crazy, but I mean, what are you going to talk to a snake about? And he's very content just to stay right there, as long as I'll sit there. I've done it for an hour a couple times, and he stays right there. And of course, I'm sure that he's enjoying being out of his habitat. He enjoys my body heat, I'm sure. I'm a big guy, so I'm sure it's comfy laying on me like that, especially if you're cold-blooded. But yeah, he's now, when I take him out, he doesn't even ball up and try to hide himself. He trusts me. So yeah, that's Reggie. Wish you were a little better eater for me, but he's getting better. He eats enough, but I could put a little weight on. You can see there, you can see his backbone just a little where he's curving there on the dish. I'd like to get that hidden. Just get a little bit more weight on there. Just bring him back the other direction a bit. So he's going to be ready for a bigger hide soon. I see you. And yes, he is looking at me. He's watching me. I see you there, kid. Got a little bit more going on, I think, than the other python I had. Or maybe it's just that he's younger and I'm spending more time with him, so he definitely enjoys coming out and spending time. I see you. He's sitting there staring right at me. You heard me over here and then you saw me, huh? Okay, guys. Kind of silly, but not silly. I'm enjoying him. I'm not hurting anything, and he's got a good life and not hurting anybody. So take cares. Thanks for putting up with the ramble. He's such a cutie too.